if I stand outside, see all them people, see all them trucks, that's people working. So if I stand out here and I have to be better temper mannered because I have a lot of love and passion coming out of me and I can't control it. But if I'm standing in front of somebody out here, I know, especially them. But when you deal with people that just know it all, and that's what they say to me, and I'm like, but how do you know anything? And they'll tell me, it's television. And it's so insane. You know, but here's the deal. A lot of y'all that go to these churches, a lot of you that go to these little secret clubs, well, not necessarily secret. A lot of y'all are Freemasons too. You know, but the hidden God within all that, it is Satan once you get deep enough into this shit. And I have talked to a lot of people who've said it's helped them, and I said, I know, hey, fucking did this. Anyways, you know, there's a, I don't know how it is when you're in the club, so to speak. I know people watch you, you know, if you're trying to get into an organization, they'll watch you or they'll send somebody that you don't even know, and they'll, you know, keep an eye on you and to see how you doing. I mean, if you're treating your old lady like shit, they're going to come over and be like, listen, you better fucking get your shit together. Okay. You don't, and this is real, man. That's what real Masons do. You know, they hold you accountable. And I've talked to many of them that said if it wasn't for Masonry, they wouldn't be where they're at. And I'm like, well, if it wasn't for AA, I wouldn't be right here. You know, the AA to begin like this journey, because we throw God out. You're that broke down, and you are. You know, because the same symbols on our birthday coins, the circle with the triangle, it's on the churches too. It's in Masonry. It's all one. You know, and my whole point behind this is I've talked to pastors like within big churches that don't get to go speak. You know, they got their job over here, but that's it. You know, and but their job details, it's a job, and it is. The job details them going different places and speaking. Okay, this can maybe help some of you Christians out, because the preachers and pastors that I have talked to that are open-minded have reached out to me about these symbols. They've gone places to where they know of Freemasonry and some symbols, but they've gone in places and they've seen the symbols that I've posted. You know, and when they have questioned, you know, they've got some nuts and they're like, what is that about? It's this. It's, don't worry about it. They just want to hear they want to hear what you got to say. That's just some stuff with some, you know, don't worry about it. And you're like, okay, so you want me to come here and speak. I'm speaking in these people's thinking. You want me to come here and speak, but you don't want me to know what those symbols are about. So what is really going on? And seeing these individuals, it's like they've put it together. It's like, so I've been walking around this place with all these symbols, not ever knowing what they mean. That's exactly right. They're bigger than what you can imagine. They've been normalized. Those symbols are they're alive. They're entities within themselves because of how they're positioned, and the trick that they've been pulling on us for a long time. It's all combined, and seeing that's like with people. I go to them and I remember things within my subconscious, and I'm like, look, do you remember you telling me about going to this one place and that damn thing was full of symbols, and even then you felt something was wrong? Yeah, I remember that vividly. And I'm like, okay, so why do you still not know what those symbols mean, even though you understand what I'm saying? So is it up for us? Is it up to us to not know the meaning of this shit that's in our congregations and churches and on the windows and shit? Is it not the way that the churches are positioned? Some of them towards the east, where the sun's coming over. You know, sunrise, implying it's moving this way. Horus rising. You know, horizon. Stuff like that we don't know. Like Set, like Horus is the sun, and then Set, sunset, it's like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker is that shit. It's Horus and Set, that's all it is. And then all those characters in Star Wars are just that shit up there. That's all it is. When you're inside, you know, it's like this. And hear me out. When you can't think about people looking up for thousands of years, it's like, what? I guess they were just dumb people forever. And it's like, no, we are the dumbest to ever walk Earth. That was television. That's television up there. You know, and you have to ask yourself, where in the hell do they get all the ideas for these cartoons and these superheroes? Well, those superheroes represent Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, Mercury. You know, you see that shit everywhere. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White's the sun. Little Red Riding Hood is the sun because it's fall time, because the leaves are turning red and the sun is red as it's going over. Don't stop at any of the houses on your way to Granny's house. That's the constellations. You know, the big bad wolf. We got nighttime coming. It's what it is. And when you can see how time was made too, based off the shadows, based off of the movement of the heavens and the sun and the moon, lunar and a solar year. 13 months, a lot of them went off the moon. You know, women, your whole chemical makeup is in with the moon. You know, listen to me. You can't be connected to a moon when you are connected to a moon. Your menstrual cycle, all that shit. That moon is so important. That's why they made it so far away. Think about it. We are connected to everything, guys. Satan has disconnected us to where we're justifying the disconnectedness. Because when you pull the power back, let me tell you, the third eye, the pineal gland we all make fun of, the Indians, everybody has in the history of America, that's the pineal gland. That's the pine cone. You know, that's some serious shit. And the more that we look at the sun, look, I'm looking at it right now, yeah. The more we look at it, the more we look at the moon, and we look at all these different luminaries. We look at Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Mercury. We learn their movements, just like the ancients did. That was television. That's God's creation, not television. You're insane to take up for that shit. The more that you pay attention, the more your third eye, which is your pineal gland, the more that you will enlighten, and you will, you know, because Christ, God, Ra, what you believe in for right now, the way that we're in, it's Christ, and it is, and it's from within, and it starts down here in our gut. You know, and the more that we are connected to this, to God, to Ra, to Elohim, to Yahshua, to Yahweh, the more that it travels up into our triune brain, you know, into our pineal gland and our pituitary gland, or pituitary. It's all connected. And then it enlightens us. Not what you think as in like Satanism. We get our eyes, our vision, our senses and stuff, they become more vivid. They become more alive. They become more Christ-like. That's what that means, is to be Christ-like. We are Satan-like. Yeah, and we love it because the false prophets. Everybody's so against me, and I'm like, it's fake. They're lying. All of them. They know, dude, this is some heavy secret shit that I'm exposing, and I know I'm being fucking watched because I know some shit. But the whole ideal is And somehow it's all connected with the men too. It's not just the women connected to the moon, but men are too. And it's like each moon cycle. Those of you that studied some Christian stuff, you got to go deeper. And some of this stuff will hurt, but I mean, it's the truth. The way that God, Christ created us is we're connected to that stuff. When you create structures and inner cities and buildings, skyscrapers, lights, mega lights, and stadiums with nothing but lights, enclosed stadiums and coliseums like of Rome or gladiators where we're not killing people, but it's the same thing, then you cover up all that. You cover that connection up. You cover it up quick. You make the medications that are lies. Those are spells and incantations. They're not good for us. They kill us, and we love them. They are liars. Dude, me and others have proven it. Those of y'all with cancer or anything, if you fucking smoke your back out on cannabis, you will live. You got a 100,000 chance better than living. Hemp, all that shit. But it's just like the doctors. Here, try this pill. You might feel like committing suicide for 3 more months, but we'll try it. You don't have that shit on cannabis and fucking hemp. You're going to try one, you might get paranoid, but then I would rather try natural substances that doesn't make me want to kill myself, that I can figure out in 1 week. I could test fucking 20 different things of cannabis and hemp in 1 week and figure out what's going to be good to help heal me. It's going to take a year of that fucking garbage poison. I've done it. My experience, I've done it. This is making me want to kill myself. Oh, just hang in there. And then when you tell people that, they just look at me because of your fucking brain. Satan has got your temple, your computer. Dude, they program us just like they program these computers. You just can't see it. The world that you are in is created. It's a lie. It is a matrix. You're not spinning. It ain't happening. They could show up right now and be like, if you say that again, we're going to kill you. And I'll say, we're not spinning. I'm going home finally. See you bitches later. And everybody would go, do you see how crazy he is? Man, thank God he's gone. It's like, no. You just can't see how Satan over the past 100 years has created all these luxuries for us inside. Pills and the alcohol and the party life and the orgies, and let's all be fucking gay and straight and try and buy and everything. Illegal drugs, prostitution, gambling, all legal. You just can't see it. All you see is the television. Your fucking third eye, all it is full of is hate. That's the connection to God. To our true connection is through the pineal gland. And your pineal gland, pretty much 99% of you, it's full of fucking hate and anger. Your whole life. You don't even know about it. I didn't. But once you start slowly pulling out of this, like me talking to individuals and us talking to each other, we consult with each other and say, hey, today I had this happen. My faculty opened up of this, and you'll see the life. The trees, the plants, the leaves, they'll come to life. You'll breathe better. You'll smell better. You'll smell things. Your senses will come back, and you'll be like, yeah, fucking crazy. I've got a pre-existing condition by Satan. Why do you have it? Because they gave it to your ancestors slowly. Just like they're giving us this fucking bullshit COVID, Saturn, Satan shit. And y'all are so willingly just bring it on. It's a lie. I'm not in your world. It's fake. It's beyond fake. You don't have to believe it. My story's beyond proof that it's fake. It's you that's the problem, not me. It's the truth, too. Everybody wants to point fucking fingers. It's like y'all ain't never pointed at y'all selves. I do every day. You don't. If we modeled our lives after most of you, would we fucking make it in this country? worldwide, would we survive? Do most of you try? Do you have an effort? No. I know you don't, because I've been in the rehabs with you, the detoxes, the hospitals, the fucking sports, the parties. Everybody wants to fuck off and be lazy. I think I always wanted it. I wanted it my way. But Christ and God, they had other plans for me. I had to get enough of my ego and enough pride, enough humiliation. I didn't get enough of it. And I had to experience all that, because I knew going into this I didn't have a shot at making it big time at anything. And it's like, wow, you find out that that's created. They want us to have a mindset of, we got to make it big in this world. Yeah, we're just spinning. Jesus is fucking outer space and all that stuff. We can go to Mars and fucking call people from the moon and shit. Yeah. It's like, it's the dumbest shit. They created us to be dumb. 2,000 years ago, Satan burned down all the knowledge of the heavens. All of it. Kept everything they wanted and then burned it down. Because they knew in time, if they got rid of the fucking knowledge of the true Christians, that they burned were the ones with the knowledge, the magi. The true magicians, not magic, but the ones that knew the movement of the heavens and knew the signs and seasons. They killed them. You kill them and then they can't give nothing away and pass it down. And then for 2,000 years, guess what? We're going to get away with a fake bullshit fucking model. Everything that we were created to do is gone. It's gone. Everything that we do is created by man. Fear, all of it. Everything we do. There's nothing that we do that is Christ. Nothing. Not even the churches we go to. Christianity's gone. It's fake phonies right now. Y'all wear costumes. You give money that has Satan triangles on it. Horus, the sun deity, Atom, has all kinds of shit on it. Moloch, the owl, the six-pointed star for Saturn, not the good sides either. The Bavarian Illuminati, it's got this Enterprises of Success. It's got the New World Order on it. And everybody in the church is saying, yeah, pray G, we're going to pass this plate around one more time. Yeah, tithing is not money. Okay? No, it's not. Jesus never said that shit. That's what the fucking Flavians put in there. You know why they put that in there? So he'd always be rich. So the Catholic Church would always fucking be rich. And then they've sent their minions out all over the earth. That's what Satan does. Jesuits and all that shit. Military orders. Y'all are in bed with some fucking evil people, some of y'all with money. I hate it for y'all. Because now you're going to do whatever it takes to keep it. And you can't take none of that shit with you. So when you do die, you're going to be stuck to that shit for a very long fucking time. Maybe you won't feel nothing, but it will be such a fucking miserable... I don't know, but that's, you know, they're already telling you, the Pope is, that, oh, hell's not real. It's like, well, what the fuck is he saying it ain't real for? Well, I know one thing, people, the way they live, it ain't real. But we're going to find out, ain't we? You know, I love you.